What's up, everybody? It's Spicy Topic. I've been keeping y'all updated as much as possible with this coronavirus situation. I think it's important. As a matter of fact, I know it's important. What is recent in the political news? Trump is rushing people to go back to work. Trump is not in the state of reality.
We have to open this country up.
President Trump, answering questions during a Fox News town hall, said he wants to get Americans back to work.
We can socially distance ourselves and go to work, and you'll have to work a little bit harder. You can clean your hands 5 times more than you used to.
The president's comments come as the number of cases of the coronavirus in the U.S. surpassed 45,000 Tuesday.
He is not thinking about lives. I know every president in the United States, former and present, they all care about the economy. Every president's duty is to think about the economy. That's why you're up there. But Trump, for some reason, does not have that human quality, that empathy to care about lives. I'm listening to his conversations, and he's talking about death. He's talking about how this is taking a toll on the United States people, the Americans. I mean, the things that he's saying is like, yo, are you trying to send a message? It shows where his heart is. It shows where his mind is and his ideas are coming from. Trump wants to rush people back to work. Although New York State, New York City, and Greater New York reported that 25,000 plus people were diagnosed, confirmed. People who took the test were confirmed to have the COVID virus. Over 25,000 people were confirmed. They say that is the epicenter. This is 1 out of 10 of the longest and largest states that have infestation of this disease. Should people go back to work? I did ask a couple people what they thought about going to work in this time. Trump wants us to be ready to pack churches on Easter Sunday. He wants the world. Imagine that. Imagine New York sitting in a church on Easter Sunday packed. In Cuomo's words, have that happen, and by May, you will have piles of dead bodies to deal with. But does Trump care about that? Apparently, I want to say he does not. According to what I feel, he don't care at all. Trump is more interested in the economic business in this country than human lives. Like I said, every president is going to consider the economy. Most presidents are going to think about the people in the states. Trump has been trying to deny people to be shut down ever since this virus pandemic started in the United States. He has not wanted to yield to closing down businesses temporarily so that we can get a hold of this sickness. So out of my toll, I actually only asked 5 people, but 5 out of 5 people said we're not ready to go back to work. I talked to a contractor. This contractor talked about how he does need to get back to work, and he's hoping that some can go back because it's contracting and he needs to get out there and finish the construction. But his answer was, no, we're not ready yet. I talked to someone whose hours got cut. I was able to help this person feel like she's valued and that we would not throw her away. Now let me make this statement. This is not a popular thought or statement, so prepare yourselves. Black people have always dealt with feeling like the outsider. We currently do. When you turn your TV on, when you turn on CNN, NBC, Fox News, what do you see primarily? You don't see us. When you talk about the White House, you'll see a black guy who's head of national security. You put him out on the front line. Yeah, we'll see him. But you don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable when I see my fellow person next to a group of Caucasians. in this political field. I feel very uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to judge this person? Are they going to look down on them? I don't want to see any hate in their eyes. I should never have to feel like that. I should never have to feel like that. There are some that make me feel completely loved. Some make me feel like an outsider. So the question is, why do black people argue so much? Why are we so loud? Why are we so angry? Why are we so passionate? Why do we rebel? Well, just look back, way back. You have to look back. We are not over it. We have not been repaid. We are still left out. We are used to build, and we do not get any acknowledgement for it. Everybody who works pays their taxes. That does not separate us and make us any different than anybody. But when you look predominantly, every commercial, the automated phone systems are setting a standard. It is a subliminal brainwashing that takes place. Now, I know this is not the popular conversation, and this might tickle some feathers, but it's now time, because not only are the people in the community right now losing jobs, hours are cut, can't work. It's the rich too. This to me is an act that God allowed. This is an act of God to me. This is an effort to me. What is it producing? It's producing order. It's bringing everybody under order. It's letting you know that you do not have control. You can't control the invisible enemy. It's letting everybody know that children are the least affected. Wouldn't God prepare a place for his children that have not lived their lives sinning, that are innocent of a lot of things that adults have put themselves through? Just think about it. Now you get to understand how it feels to not have. You get to understand how it feels to not have the control and not have the power, although you would like to be a part. You would like to use your gift and be recognized. Now you get to feel to not know where your next meal could be coming from. It has to feel horrible if you're rich during this time. For the poor, we're used to it. We know what it's like to suffer, to strive, to have faith in God, to know that he'll provide. But for you, one thing I did learn is that I don't trust a rich man. I don't trust a man who grooms himself and who carefully tailors his suits and who goes on about his way as if everything is okay. I don't trust it. A man that worries about money over lives. You want to talk about what you want to do after you said this is going to go on until from July, anywhere between July and August? He said that. Now he's saying he's trying to get people back in their jobs. Oh, now that the country has practiced social distancing, I think we can do it. We can incorporate both economy and managing practices, washing your hands, social distancing. Bull crap. Nobody's listening. California wasn't listening. The people were out on the beach. They not listening to no stay-at-home orders. Florida wasn't listening. Those spring breakers were partying it away. So it's saying that they are looking at a timeline now, talking about when we can all go back to normal, even though the sickness is getting worse. And maybe some areas of the country who have less infestation can go. I don't think this is a good idea. China does not think it's a good idea. Britain spoke out, said it's not a good idea. Italy stayed in. You gotta get rid of the disease, this virus. You have to get rid of it. The only way is if people sit still. Another question was, if you look at what we've seen in the last of all this, you've seen the number of the known coronavirus cases in the country double in just 2 days, Trump. Another as people died in the last 24 hours. Cuomo saying this is spreading like a bullet train across the country. And the governor of Louisiana saying that his state may not be able to handle the cases that they're seeing or facing by April 1st. So what are you seeing that you think we could reopen by Easter? I thought that was 100% good question. They are telling you where they are, and these governors are telling you where their states are. And Trump answers, we're working with a lot of them. We can be talking, he said, we can be talking about large sections of our country because there are sections of our country that you didn't talk about that are doing unbelievably well. That's his favorite word too, another one of them. We're going to have the hospital and med centers up very quickly. We'll just have to see. So basically, he don't know. He don't know. He does not know. He just sees that he wants y'all back at work. It's just a really hard thing, y'all. It's no joke. It's really not. This is about the most serious news, hopefully, that I'll have in a while. So thank you very much for listening, and thanks for your attention. Make sure you stay safe, and don't be like Adrian Ballon and wash your hands, even if you're in your house. Wash your hands. The virus was confirmed. It lives on metal, plastic, cardboard. They even said it's in the air for a certain amount of time. I don't know how true that is because we all be sick at this point, at this time. Guys, so take care, and I'll see you soon. Peace.